Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general collective reading, love reading for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone, whatever you term your relationship. And I'll be tracking the movement of Venus and Mars again. And there's quite a bit of activity for the June-July period. And it will culminate in a lovely conjunction between Venus and Mars in July. But right now, we have two blocks of activity. We have the last sort of week or so of June, and then the first week or so of July. So at the moment, we have Mercury retrograde. This will be changing on the 22nd of June. Mercury will start to move forward again. It is in Gemini. Gemini is aspected to your sign. It is a little bit of a challenge, so you may have had some difficulties during this period, or you may have just had things that have come up. So it will start moving forward on the 22nd of June, but very slowly initially, so still there may be a little bit of a drag there. We also have the solstice, of course, on the 21st of June, so that's always big change of season. We have Sun then moving into Cancer, and a different vibration altogether. We also have so that's essentially the communication will start to move forward for many people after having been in a very introspective period. And so communication can start moving forward again. Then we have Jupiter and Neptune. They are both in Pisces, which is opposite your sign. So would have been, there will be aspects to do with this regarding you. And they are both in Pisces right now. They will be going retrograde. Jupiter will be going retrograde on the 20th of June and Neptune on the 25th. So we'll be going back over ground we've already covered, and I do feel that this will be about refining what is possible. Refinement is, I feel, the main component of this period that we will be going into. And after that, we will then have a full moon in Capricorn. That will happen on the 24th of June. Capricorn is an earth sign like yours, so harmonious to you. And a full moon is always about a result or a culmination. So whatever communication issues start moving forward, there will be a refinement that is going to start occurring. And then with the full moon in Capricorn, there will be goals coming up, setting a plan in motion, commitment in some cases. How is it going to look? What is the path to get where you need to be in whatever it is in your relationship? So that's quite an important full moon, I do believe. Then we will have also Venus is now entering Leo, and that will happen on the 28th of June. Mars is already in by then, and so they'll be in the same sign, quite close together. So Leo being a very powerful, very romantic sign, very fiery sign. So then we have a few challenges along the way for Venus and Mars. This will be Uranus and Saturn. There will be some challenges there. I feel with the Uranus and Taurus, it will be material, money, and value related. Expect the unexpected, a few things to come up, to be dealt with. And then with Saturn in Aquarius, this is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde, so this will also be first part of July for Mars and Venus. And I feel this will be about the future. How is it going to look? How is it shaping up? This is always to do with unions. How is that going to come together? What are the nuts and bolts of that? But the Aquarius is always about the future, and Saturn is always about how things are going to be, how a foundation is going to be created. How is it going to actually work? So some realism coming in there possibly at that time as well. Then I feel through this entire process, by the time we get to the conjunction, which will be Venus and Mars, 13 and 14 July, I feel a lot of things will have already sort of come out. The new moon in Cancer will be on the 10th of July, and that is always about a clean slate, potential dreams and things. So whatever you get sorted out the last part of June and the first part of July, by the new moon in Cancer, I feel that something, a new plan or a new arrangement or some kind of new fresh start will be in play. And then we have the conjunction 13 and 14 July, very romantic placement for it. Spontaneity comes in, courage, optimism, playfulness, and also there may be a little bit of spending going on, maybe too much. Love of luxuries comes in there as well, but also obviously ego and pride. So just bear that in mind during that period. But a lovely place for a conjunction. That doesn't happen very often, so enjoy it. Let's see what we've got for you. Let's get some astrological guidance. Twelfth house, third house, and fifth house. Okay, so the fifth house, Leo normally rules the fifth house, so some playfulness, some fun, some recreation is required. Let's see what else we've got for you. Mercury, this one as well, Pluto. Bottom of the astrology deck is sixth house routine. So possibly some either routines need to come in, or you've been too much in that and you need to shake things up a bit. Let's just have a look here. We've got Sekhmet for you. Sensitivity. Lakshmi. Lovely card. Pele, Divine Passion, she's coming out a lot at the moment. And Hathor, Receptivity. Bottom of the Goddess deck is Mawu, Mother Earth. This does involve environmentalism. This could be a possible career path for either one of you, or you need to get involved in that in some way, but it can also be that you need to ground yourselves, spend time in nature, get into activities which ground you or are in nature as well. Let's get Moonology card. Emotions are running high, Supermoon. Bottom of the deck is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So, okay, so we don't have a full moon in Cancer coming up. We have a new moon. That will be on the 10th of July, but let's just see how this comes in. I do feel that by that time, things will be sorted out in some way, shape, or form, or you will have a plan in place. Let's just get a destiny card for you. Detail. Okay, well, that's a Virgo quality, so make sure that you are exercising that, or maybe that it means that you have too much of this in your life and you need to loosen up and have a bit of fun. Okay, so let's see what we've got for you here. Okay, so we've got for you, this is for you and then this is for your person. Whether you've been in this relationship, you're just starting out, or you may have been together for a while already, or you may be married with children, take it as it resonates for your situation. So qualities between you and your person, they may be interchangeable. So we have Sekhmet, be strong. We have 12th house, escape. So there are some things coming up with the 12th house. The 12th house does tend to get stirred up periodically, and this is because of this rule. The 12th house is all about your unconscious. So it's all the things that are buried, what goes on behind the scenes, what is, what shapes your behaviors, what like complexities and programming, all of these things which kind of lurk in our unconscious. And they motivate or they drive your behavior. Now, this can encompass a lot of things. This can be encompass things like fears. It can also encompass things like self-defeating behaviors, like worry, or things that like self-sabotage almost. That kind of thing can come in. Can also be about addictions as well, and this can be addictions to anything. It can be media. It can be to drama, to worry, or to substances, or just certain things which are not good for you, It can also be in some cases that you need to put boundaries in with the 12th house. Now, with the 12th house, the other side of it is always that the possibility for transcendence. Now, this is about connecting to the divine. Now, however you do that, whether it's through dream state, through your activities, and it could be film work, or it could be artistic things, or it could be creative things, or it could be through healing, whether you are giving healing to others or you are receiving healing. There's always connection to the divine possible with the 12th house. Imagination and inspiration is very, very high with the 12th house. So that's you've got to be able to pull that down, to work on that, to balance the other side of the 12th house. Now, I do feel that there may be some things appearing for you to deal with in the 12th house. This could be karma, that you have personal karma, things that you need to work on in this lifetime, you and your person, or it could be that you have somebody in your life that is of a deep bond with you, and this could be in a number of ways, but it's usually a very, very long-held connection, usually from past lives. Okay, so that can all come up. In some cases, it can be twin flame related if you are interested in that, but nonetheless, it's a deep bond, whatever it may be. This can also be about resolutions and things as well. So things, since you have got a personal issue reaches resolution, I do feel that there's something coming up, or something that you've been wrestling with, or something that you've just been working with, and it's now going to get a resolution with the 12th house. Especially with Jupiter and Neptune both in Pisces. Pisces rules the 12th house. So Jupiter is always about expansion and reaching for as much as you can. And Neptune is always about all the same issues I've already connected to with the 12th house. So I do feel it's about a refinement of some sort, but I think that a resolution is coming in for you in some way. Now we've got Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So whatever it is that is needing to be dealt with, or whatever you are dealing with at the moment, it could be, as I said, related to a profession that you're in. A lot of people are in the healing profession with the 12th house, or it could be just healing in general. Maybe you're healing something yourself, or you are giving healing to others. But I do feel that something is there, has probably been there, is probably a motivational behavior, or something that you may have inherited from your family line, or it could just be a hidden fear or something, some insecurity possibly coming up. Overwhelm can also come in. And she's saying that you are stronger. You're much stronger than you think you are. And there's courage here coming in, very important. Bring in the courage of the lion. So as I said, Mars and Venus are going to be in Leo, and that is the sign of courage, and is ruled by the Leo, the lion. So I do feel that you're going to get resolution for something. Be strong. Have a positive mindset. Have a positive outlook, and that is what you will draw towards you. So this is positive thoughts, positive words, positive actions. You do get some days where, especially in the 12th house, where you get overwhelmed, or there's confusion, or there may be some self-undoing going on there. You get days like that. But as long as you can flip it and move into a more positive setting. And this can be through, as I said, connecting to nature, spending time in nature, or doing activities which connect you to the divine. And this can be in many ways. This can be through any kind of artistic or creative activity, or channeling, or spiritual, like meditation, or anything that connects you to the present moment, and where you can actually feel at peace in yourself. So be strong, work on that. Don't be afraid. You're much stronger than you think you are. And, this positive, victorious mindset will get you through a tremendous amount. Don't worry about what naysayers and skeptics say, okay, whether it's to do with this relationship or some other issue that is impacting on the relationship. Have a victorious mindset. Be victorious. Feel victorious. It may also be necessary for you to do physical activities which build your body up, and that builds up your actual strength as well. And that's why I think, with the you've got the 6th house, which is health, diet, and well-being, and also work, but also grounding and spending time in nature. So all of these things are going to matter to help you to bring this energy down. In some cases with the 12th house, you can overlook details. Like I said, boundaries, sometimes confusion and overwhelm can come in. So if you are feeling like that, then make sure that, the devil is in the details. So in some way, this is going to be important. If you are too much that way, then that can be a self-defeating behavior. Okay, like perfectionism. All right, so bear all these in mind. See where you are with that, but just bear it in mind. Now we have got here White Taurus sensitivity, third house. This is for your person. So third house is everything to do with communication, all forms. So this has been a big focus for everybody because we've had so much Gemini energy. We've had, eclipses there. We've had, Mercury retrograde there. We've had the sun there. So we've had a tremendous amount of activity in Gemini, and Gemini rules the third house. So all forms of communication, written, verbal, this also involves contracts and documents, may have been important for your person. Perhaps they're working with that or there's something to do with that coming in. But it is also just communication in general with the world and with others. With sensitivity coming in here, it's saying that they need to detach in some way. They need to have their own space, their own time, just to release those energies, those pent-up things, because there is the emotions are running high here. So, it could just be complete and utter overwhelm for them, and they just need to detach from a lot of different things around. This could be too much media. This can be gaming. This can be anything that's communication oriented. Okay, so this is electronics and the internet, all of these things. Or it could be that they need to be doing more research on this. But I feel with the sensitivity, I feel it's too much. There's too much of this going on and not enough grounding, spending time in nature and doing other wholesome, better placed activities which balance everything. Because you've got sixth house here, this is important. So, but it can also be communications with others. This can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, even issues around that. It could even be neighbors. There may be issues to do with that. But it's also short journeys may come up. Maybe you also with your 12th house escape, it could just be that you need to take a break, and your person is perhaps also longing for a break because they've got the 12th house, the third house, which can be short journeys as well, like journeys by car. And the 12th house here is about having, just escape, like a retreat or a withdrawal, go somewhere quiet. So that could be factoring in as well, especially if you've got the 12th house and your person has got sensitivity. It could be that they just need to have a break from everything. For your person, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this is look around the home, get rid of toxicity, toxic things, toxic foods, things that are, media, toxic media. Just have a complete break. Turn off the devices, whatever the situation may be. And it can also be groups or people or situations or environments which are very triggering, okay? So it's just saying that, your person is becoming much more sensitive. They're raising their vibration. Their consciousness is being raised as well. And that automatically makes you much more sensitive. Full moon may be important here. Full moon is in Capricorn on the 24th of June, as I said, and this is about coalescence. This is about creating a foundation, systems, getting organized, planning, and coming up with goals and ambitions and how things are going to move forward. It's also about dogged determination. As I said to you, I feel that by the new moon in Cancer on the 10th of July, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, so I feel this will be coming in through this process. This will come in for you, so something will rise up. Cancer is always usually to do with domestic issues, family. It could be feminine things or female things coming in here, but full moon is always a result or a culmination. So whatever is occurring here, it could be family or domestic related, or possibly even children related, or a female related, a female figure, or just feminine things, feminine intuition, resilience, instinct, things like that, or just tapping into the moon's energy or the Cancerian energy. It could also be that this is about tapping into your intuition and your instincts and going with your gut in this case. But something is going to reach a resolution, and that I feel that things will be, will come right. Now, for the current situation, we've got Lakshmi, bright future, and we've got fifth house. So I do feel that things have probably been a little bit tense of late, or just been a bit troublesome. You've had emotions are running high. So it's important that, the fifth house is all about fun, recreation, activities that are enjoyable and pleasurable and playful, like childlike almost, or living in the moment, spending time in the moment, in nature, or whatever it is, whatever it may be, but just having fun, taking a break. All recreational activities come in with this. And as I've said before, when you have fun, don't underestimate the emotion of fun. Having fun and the enjoyment that you get out of that, and just releasing yourself from difficult circumstances, or just taking yourself out of a difficult day or a difficult time, enjoying yourself. What it does is it gets you out of your own way. Okay, because sometimes you block things with all your worries or your attachments to certain things. So get out, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and connect, in whatever way is appropriate for you. Could be, like I said, an activity or a physical activity. It could be a sport or a club activity, or something that you like, a handcraft, whatever it is. Any creative activity is fun, but also, an actual physical activity like a recreational, like a sport, can also be in there. It's also to do with children. So children may be an option for you, or you may have your own children in your relationship, and this is connecting to them. They're wonderful to get you into the present moment, where you make all your most powerful decisions. You don't make decisions from the past or the future. You can only do them in the present. So lift your energy, do activities with children. It could also be that you have some connection with children in some way here. Or it could just be that childlike fun and playfulness coming in. It's also about love affairs. Love affairs may be important here as well, or a love affair, and the culmination or something to do with that coming in. And it can also be to do with taking a risk of some sort. So it could be that some of you may just be entering into a love affair, or just starting an emotional connection with somebody. And this is all the same things. Have fun, enjoy the activity. And as I said, it could be a love affair, all the activities around that. We also have Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, so apply this however it is to you, with whatever I've said around the 5th house. As I said, when you have fun and you get out and you do activities, and you're in the present moment, you remove yourself from the situation, and that gives the universe time to work things out. And you'll find quite often that once you finish that activity and you start to relax, then resolutions come to you, or solutions appear in your mind, or things just sort themselves out. Okay, but bright future, Lakshmi is the ultimate abundance goddess. She's loaded with abundance. There's the elephants, which always symbolize abundance as well, and she just says stop worrying. So this is important, because as soon as you do this, as soon as you worry, then what you do is you become a magnet to the thing that you're worrying about. So you start sending out signals, and then that it draws it to you. So release yourself from that. This can be an addiction, worrying. Okay, stop worrying, release all of that, and just have faith that everything's going to be fine, which is what she's telling you here. So now we have got here Mercury Mind, and we've got Divine Passion. So this is in the sort of advice section, Mercury Mind and Pele Divine Passion. With the detail, this can be Mercury, this can be overthinking, this can be way too much detail, this is excessive. And being a Virgo, sometimes this can be too much, all right, a perfectionism coming in. So just be careful with that. But it could also be that a decision's needing to be made, and whether this is some external factor or it's with something within the relationship, overthinking, analyzing, or it could be that a decision needs to be made, or that you are using your mental faculties to assist you with something. And this is like sifting and sorting. Perhaps you need to write something for your person, or you need to write down the goals of the relationship, or come together with some kind of plan. It could also be contract and document related again. Perhaps you're buying a home, or you're doing something that is contract and document related. But this is like research. This is analyzing things. This is communication of all sorts. Okay, it can also be exchanging of ideas between you and your person, or with others at this time. But it's like research. It's finding out things. It's understanding things. It's learning. But it is also about speed. So things could be moving very quickly for you in some way. But it is also to do with humor. So make sure that you're bringing humor in to your situation. And find, just relate to each other in that way. Come back to friendship if that is the case, if you're only just starting on your relationship, or perhaps you started out like that and you've been together a long time. Make sure that the friendship level within your relationship is good. Okay, because that's always going to be a wonderful, foundation for a relationship. You must be friends. So bring that in. That may be relative for you. The other thing is certainly with divine passion, it's saying be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So in some way, this is impacting your relationship, or it could be one or other of you particularly, but it's impacting the relationship. And it's saying that something's off here. Something has been suppressed. Something is not being articulated, which is Mercury, communication. Something's not being articulated. Something's not being acted on. Something's not being harnessed here. And it's saying that it needs to come out. So be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay. So this is going to drive your relationship. When each of you are fulfilled, or when you are doing things which are fulfilling for you, or which are going to, really light you up, whatever it may be. It could be a hobby. It could be an interest. It could be something outside of what you currently are doing. Whatever it is that literally lights your fire, that is what you should be focusing on. But it's more than likely something that has been suppressed or overlooked in your life, or it has been put aside in favor of something else which was deemed to be more suitable. Now, this could be career related, it could be relationship related. Something has been suppressed or overlooked and has not been harnessed properly. And it's saying that this needs to come out now, because when you do this, when you release this, it's going to really be a game changer, literally. And this is going to bring this passion and this energy into the relationship and affect both of your lives. And this some research may be required, some talking to each other, some discussion, exchanging of ideas, whatever it may be. All forms of communication come in, but this divine passion is important, needs to be harnessed, and that will drive a lot of things for you. Don't forget to bring the humor in. Now, Mercury is a ruler of the 6th house, so I do feel that this is important in some way. 6th house is to do with work things. That would be an external factor unless you work at home. So this can be workplace, work colleagues, or work projects. So if you're working at home, it can be a work project that you're busy with. Now, this can be a handcraft, or it can be anything really that you are busy with at this time. But it is also your health and your diet and your well-being and your life force. These things have to be in balance. Work and home, and these two have to be in balance. So make sure that you're doing that. Also with the 12th house here, and also with your person's sensitivity, I do feel that there are some aspects of the house and the home, or the living area, or your well-being and your lifestyle, which need tweaking or sorting out, or changing or freshening up. Okay, something needs to be sorted out. Either it could be a routine that needs to be brought in, or there's perhaps too much routine. So there's either a lack or there's too much. Okay, so see where you are with that. But 6th houses can also be pets, may be important. Pets may be coming in. Maybe you need to get a pet or pets to bring that lovely energy into your home, into your lives. It really does help you to fill a gap in your heart, but it also does bring a lot of energy into the home. So it could be that, but there's some balance that is required here, or some sort of shifting of routines, either routines to come in, or routines, too much routine. In other words, something needs to be freshened and lightened up. So look at all of that, but with your person's sensitivity, there could be toxicity, or just something in the home environment needs to be sorted out to make it conducive for working, or for just lifestyle or enjoyment. Or it could be that some sort of retreat is required. At this time, with your 12th house and your person's sensitivity, some sort of retreat or something. It could even be, in the actual home life, your lifestyle, something that needs to be changed and sorted out, or to be more supportive of your lives in general. We've also got Mawu, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So this could be, as I said, it could be connected to a divine passion that you both have, or you both enjoy. And this is going to help you in some way. It's going to give your relationship wheels, I feel. Because you've got Mercury here, which is about transport and modes of transport and traveling and local journeys and things like that. So this is connected to the earth in some way. So this could be either gardening, or connecting to the earth in some way through hiking or environmental practices. You could be growing things. You could be purchasing a piece of land, because you've got Mercury here and you've got 3rd house. This could be contracts for purchasing a home, or a piece of land, or something to do with that. And this is where you're going to connect with the earth in some way. Maybe you want to grow your own food, or you are setting something up, or you are buying a piece of land for a holiday home or something like that. It could also be some environmental practice or a charity or an interest that you have needs to be looked at. It can also be that, again, to do with the toxicity in your environment, with your person, it could be that something around that needs to be looked at to clear up your home. There could be recycling or things that you can recycle, things that you can clear up and sort out, and to raise the energy in your home. So just make sure that you are connecting to Mother Earth in some way, whether this is through, you personally with meditation or walking on the earth or spending time on the earth. It could also be that you need to take your children out if you've got children, or it could be through various types of practices, and connecting to that, whether it's for yourself within your home or in your garden, or on the land that you may be living on, or whether it's through some kind of association which you have an interest in, but it's going to help you in some way. But I do feel that possibly it's connected to also property of some sort, and being in touch with the earth in some way. Then finally we have, for the sort of outcome and the potential, we have Hathor and then we have Pluto transformation. So what it's saying is that during this process that you are going through currently, you are going through a transformation. This is a very, very important process for everybody. And what it does is it does bring things up to be dealt with. And I feel that that is what you are dealing with at the moment. So you're going through the transformational process, but you're going to learn a lot. You're going to gain a lot. This is very deep understanding of union dynamics, of coming together with another in a relationship. So you're going to learn a lot about that, because Pluto normally rules the 12th house, and this is about relationship dynamics, but it's normally in a committed relationship. So this can be the understanding of it, and coming to terms with various things and how things are going to come together, how things are going to work together, and sorting various issues out. So some things may come up. Some things may come up to be dealt with, because Pluto rules everything that's underneath. So all of these things will come up. But it's a very good way to strengthen your relationship, to actually create grounding, actually, to create a firm sort of foundation from which you can then grow the relationship. And it may also be financial related. How is your emotional and your material resources going to fit together? But it can also be to deal with various types of ego things maybe coming up. Certainly, I feel that you will have dealt with a lot of that already going through this process. But things may just be appearing or coming up to be dealt with. But it's saying that there's huge transformation that is occurring. But it's not only just perhaps within your relationship, it's also going on in the world. And so there's a lot of that, a lot of things shifting and changing right now, and it's just being able to surf that, being able to ride that out, and actually harness that energy, because it's a very transformational energy. It can actually literally move mountains, because you can take something and create something much better from it. But it's always about cycle changes and shifts as well. And you may just be changing gear in your relationship right now. And, you're entering a new phase, as it were. So now with Hathor, receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So what it's saying is that be open to changes, being open to facing whatever Pluto brings to you. Okay, being open to this transformation, to changing, to going from one cycle to another, to going through cycle shifts with your person. Be open to that. Be receptive. And this may also be a transformational process within the relationship. Perhaps you are learning to receive, both of you. And this is because, receptivity is normally a feminine quality. So whether you're masculine or feminine makes no difference. We have both. So this is being able to receive. But this can also be to do with whether it's receiving help or receiving guidance or receiving anything. It can be, remuneration for the work that you do, receiving compliments. All of these things are important. Being open to that. And so it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and your ability to give to others. So this can also be being open to just receiving, help, or any kind of energy that is going to transform things for you in whatever way is appropriate for you. So it's being open to that, and managing your attitude and your beliefs, and in some cases your ego. So don't allow ego to get in the way of receiving. Now this can be, as I said, it can take many shapes and forms, but I feel that it could very well be like almost like a karmic issue that the pair of you are working on, or one or either of you is working on, being open to receiving the energy of the universe, and also to receiving, more intuitive guidelines, because with Pluto, that can also come in as well. It can really enhance your psychic intuition to be able to pick up and navigate things as well. She's also to do with child rearing as well. So if you have children, or you have the fifth house, which is to do with children, whether they're your children or other children, it's being receptive to that energy as well. And it's to do with child issues. So it could be that in some way, shape or form, some of you may be wanting to start a family, or you may be involved in that in somehow. And this is about nurturing of your own inner child, but also of the children that are around you. It's saying that children may be a focus at this time. And this is when you show them how to receive, then that is a valuable life skill that you have taught them. All right, because it's something that's not taught. It's something that is not taught to you in any place, how to receive, and how to receive it with grace, and so this is a valuable lesson to be learned. Okay, Virgo, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.